Hey, good morning. You know, with all the stuff that's going on out here politically, and a lot of these millionaires, billionaires, I should say, are trying to make decisions that pertaining to us, and they're not even the president, but they have more pull because of their status. Because right now you got Elon Musk. He says some amazing things, but he says some other stuff that just kind of put a little chill in your bone because he's taking away a lot of things that's helping a lot of families out here. And now they want to take those things away from us. Right now he's trying to get all the taxes that was, how do I say it? Basically, he's auditing the IRS. And they supposedly missed out on over $1 billion something that they did not calculate correctly. And so does that money come back to us? So that's what he's trying to get, that money to come back to us. So if this happened, that's going to be wonderful. But then you got Bill Gates, who's buying up all this land. He's buying it up. And people are saying that he's buying it up so he can have abundance of fruits and vegetables. Then he'll be able to manipulate the system for the cost of those fruits and vegetables. Now, allegedly, they're also saying that Bill Gates, he's intelligent. He's taking those fruits and those vegetable seeds and he's engineering each one of those seeds to search and destroy a certain group of people. That once this fruit and vegetable gets ingested by those certain kind of people, that fruit and vegetable will attack your immune system. Yeah. Technology is out of this world, and those type of people can do that. So it just makes you wonder, we live this life the best we can. It makes you wonder, everything we eat, we drink, we don't know what they're doing to it. We just praising God that God gets us through this and hopefully that we'll be okay. Because you always got somebody in this world who's always trying to take others out. So we don't know what's going to happen. But like I said, the stuff is out there. It is out there. And it's just so genius just to do something like that. When you're putting chemicals in the air that are killing people and you're doing it purposely. That's terrible. But for you to genetically engineer a seed that's going to kill a culture of a certain group of people because you hate those certain group of people so bad, you want them out of your world. To me, that is just sad. That is just terribly, terribly sad that you want to get rid of a certain group of people because of the way you feel and because of the power that you want to achieve. You're not God. Not at all. But you feel that you are. You're going to keep testing the waters. And the God that you thought you were, the real God is going to show you the God that you're not. So keep playing with the fire. You will definitely get burnt. Because, like right now, there's a lot of people out in the United States because all of the bad things that's happening in the United States and all the things that we feel that the United States don't care about their own people, a lot of people are trying to leave the country. They're looking for somewhere else where they can find their peace and happiness. Especially if you're older and you're ready to retire. You don't spend 20, 30 years paying off your house and you paid it off. But you still got to pay property taxes on something that you own. You don't spend all this time paying that house off. That house should be yours. Only thing that you should be able to pay for is just food and drinks. You know what I'm saying? The United States, they just don't care about us. They just keep digging in our pockets, digging in our pockets, digging in our pockets, because they just want to keep us broke and poor, and they want to keep control over us. I think other countries, they see that our country don't give a damn about us. That's why they do things. That's why they say things. Then you sit back and wonder why our country gives billions of dollars to different countries. Billions of dollars. When we got hungry, we got people who can't pay their mortgages, can't pay their rent. We got homeless people, military people that are homeless. Because you're making things so hard for them. Some people who's making $40 a year, not $40, but $40,000 a year, that's too much money to get assistance. And no, it's not. They need help. You know, give them the help that they need. They pay their taxes into this country. But every time we pay our taxes into this country, you're giving our tax dollars to other countries. Was that you gave every state, was it 60 or $65 million when you let the immigrants into our country? Gave them food stamps, gave them housing, gave them medical, but has not put one dime into our taxes. But yet we got individuals here who's working, paying their taxes like they're supposed to, but you give them pennies on the dollar when they want some help. I had some people that they got food stamps from the government for $20. What is $20 going to buy you in this economy? What are they going to buy you? Nothing. You know, but they're constantly giving people that's in the government, legislation, Congress. Why is it that those are the only ones that are legally and able to give themselves a raise every single year? And those raises allegedly are from 18 to 20,000 every year. That's why you see most of these Congress people, they're millionaires. Yet they get all that money. Then when we need some help, no, don't give them the help. Don't give it to them. That's too much to give to them. You see, this is a thing that a lot of people get upset about because we feel our government don't care for us. I mean, it's to the point, seriously, we have to start waking up. We got to start telling our friends, our families, hey, we got to start making a difference in our own country. Because if we can't rely on our own country, our own government, hey, we're going to have to rely on ourselves. And the more of us that we stick together, we can become better. We can become stronger. But we got to start by talking with each other, expressing how we feel. And if the government don't want to help in this, then we have to do it ourselves. Like I said, I'm really angered because, like I said, the American dream, like people always tell me, you got the American dream, you got a house. I used to always tell people that's not the American dream. To me, the American dream is to have a house, but to have that house paid for, where you're completely debt free. Now you got the American dream, my opinion. But why is it that my home is completely paid off, right? But I got to pay the government $7,000 a year just to live in my home that is paid off. And I can't even write that off. You see, this is what I don't understand. And it's terrible. My home is completely paid up, but I got to keep, basically I'm paying rent to the government. Something needs to be done about that. I mean, the government really, they really need a reset button because there's just way too much stuff that the government is doing and getting away with. And they just keep digging in our pockets, digging in our pockets, digging in our pockets. It's kind of like having a $1 bill. Now that dollar bill, they're taking 55 cents. And you're keeping 45 cents. See what I'm saying? And they're going to keep digging and digging. Pretty soon it's going to be, out of that dollar, they're going to take 60 cents and give you 40 cents. So if we don't stop, truly look within our country and say, hey, we truly have had enough. Because there's just so much mess going on right now. I don't want no civil war. Nobody wants a civil war. But if it keeps going the direction that it's going, it just might happen. So we got to start getting ourselves prepared, get ourselves geared up. Let them know that, hey, we want change. And we truly want change, not just for the rich people, for everybody. So with all you younger people out there, it's time that you really start looking at your mom, your dad, your grandparents, and start talking to them. And start understanding what they're going through and what they're feeling. So the more you understand it while you're younger, the more mentally you be prepared when you're older. Because like right now, we all pay taxes so we can have things done in our country better. You know? But it's just the way it's going now. It's just the way we're paying these taxes. Things are not benefiting us. And if they do benefit us, it comes with a strain. With it making it hard for us to get these things together. Because we're starting getting older. We're in our late 50s and up. Our muscles get weak. Our bones get stiff and tired. A lot of us don't have retirement plans to make it. So they got to be out here still working. And it hurts. They get up every morning aching, feeling stiff and sore because they don't have no retirement plan. And they give them disability, it's not enough. Because rent, the average rent is what? But what? $1,500 for one bedroom now? And the average disability check, Social Security check, is what? About $1,200 to $1,500? It's just not enough. But they give all this other money to other countries. Why can't you invest into your people like we invested into our government to help us out now? We invested in you. So why don't you invest in us? Help the people that are disabled. Help the people that's on Social Security. Give them more so they can be relevant, so they can put food in their home, pay the gas, electricity, and water bill, pay that rent, and have a little bit more just to say, okay, I'm good. I'm good. Put them in that position. Instead of putting these other countries in that position, put us in that position. Make us feel that we're worthy for a change. Let us feel we can wake up in the morning and say, hey, I ain't got to worry about this bill. I ain't got to worry about this. I ain't got to worry about that. Why? Because I'm good. I love the United States. Man, it's a great country. Don't you want to hear those words again? Help us, believe in us, protect us. Because we have put our time, our blood, and sweat into this country. Worked a lot of hours. Some people knew how to invest their money. That's good. Some other people worked and worked but didn't know how to invest their money, which is still good. But it just hurts us in the long run because now we're older. All that money we paid in the taxes. Give us something back. And see, people think when they get their tax return, oh, I'm getting all this back from Uncle Sam. You getting what back? The money that you gave them? The money that was already yours? You see what I'm saying? It's just like a person who spends all this time getting ready for retirement. They get 62 years old and they're ready to use their retirement. They pass away. Now all that money that they had stored for your retirement, it doesn't go to your family, your children, or your wife. The government keeps it. You see what I'm saying? It's not right. That's our money, but you keep it. Things need to start changing in our country. They really do. They need to start changing. The government has got to start being there for us and understanding our wants and our needs. I know these other countries are out there, but start looking at us for a change. And all you billionaires and rich people out there that are with the Congress, the legislation, stop looking at your needs for once. Start looking at people who's struggling, who's trying to make it, but struggling. You know, you're sitting on $2, $3, $4, $5 million. You see a home, $200,000 home. That's a piece of cake to you. You don't have a problem paying that mortgage or that bill. You take another person who's sitting on $40,000 a year. You think that's enough, but it's not. If you got one income, two incomes, you're struggling. You're struggling. So have us feel like you're feeling. Have us wake up and say, hey, oh, I'm saving money. I'm putting money away. Oh, my mortgage is paid. I got food and drinks in my home. I'm clothed. My kids are clothed. Everybody's dressed nice and warm, and we're doing wonderful. Have us feel that same way. Have us feel that you love and care about us. Have us being just relevant for once. Be there for us like we've been there for you. Because we invested in you. About time you start investing in us. Because it's getting scary out here. The economy is just eating up our paychecks. Then with this new terrorist going on, everybody's fighting against the United States. So this is going to cause shipping our food to the United States. It's going to be more expensive. Our gas is going to be more expensive. So things are going to start hurting us. If you start taking care of the people now, this stuff wouldn't be happening. Now not everybody, all these countries that are against us because of the things that our government is doing, only ones that's really going to suffer are the poor people. Because the rich people sit back and they're like, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. I'm not worried about it. Just like when they brought all those migrants over. You know, Biden and Kamala Harris, let's bring all the migrants over. But hey, don't put them in our community. No, don't put them in our community. Let's put them in the poor community. You see what I'm saying? They just give us the leftovers, drop them off in our neighborhood and have us deal with it. You brought those people into our country. How come you don't put them in your own community? How come you don't put them in your rich area? You won't do that because you want to drop everything down to the poor. Stop taking from us. Stop doing things to us. Help us grow, if anything. Reach your hand out and help us grow. Help us become strong and mighty. Help us to be relevant. So I'm just putting this message out here, and I'm hoping all you young people listen to this, middle-aged and old, listen to us. Learn from it. Truly learn from it. Because this is something you're going to have to tell your kids one day if things don't get better. Because like right now, I am truly scared for my grandchildren. Once they become young men and women, who knows what taxes is going to be? Who knows what this world is going to be like? Who knows what kind of food they're going to be eating and drinking because everything is so genetically changed. We got to create awareness, not only for ourselves, but for our children. So I hope you understand this message. I hope you really, truly, truly understand this, spread this message, like, subscribe. Let's get this message down to everybody that needs to hear this, okay? Please. You guys have a super, super, super fantastic day. All right? Take care. Peace.